good morning. Good morning. So happy to have you guys here. Again, I'm so sorry this was a couple minutes late. My Zoom decided to go up and down a couple times, but we're here. We've got this. We're on it. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. So as I said, today is going to be the last daily training, but we will have weekly trainings from now on. So we'll just move from daily to weekly. So you will have weekly trainings. I'll be doing those weekly trainings every week on Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Mostly because that's going to be a good time for you guys to be able to do it. Oh, my lipstick's crazy today. It's going to be a good time for you guys to be able to do it. And then I'll be able to give you things you can do over the weekend as well, which will hopefully help you have some time and space to kind of let things sit in with you. So those will be what to look forward to also coming forward. Before we go into any more of that though, I just want to ask you, how many of you guys are feeling overwhelmed right now? And you can put it in the chat if you are. The world is a little, well, not little, it is crazy right now. It is intense. It is, I think for a lot of people, crazy and fast. Yeah, Donna. Whew. It's something. And thank you for saying fast. I think it does feel energetically like things kind of have gotten harried, right? That kind of, I feel like there's like not breath in the middle of things right now. And I have friends, one of my dearest friends, just like, gosh, not even 6 months ago, she's from Sudan, and her dad was actually a UN ambassador in Sudan. And like, basically there was a military coup there about 6 months ago. So, you know, there's so many areas in the world that have, I guess, been ripped open lately, right? By violence and by difficulty. And that's just two areas. I mean, there's plenty of things going on all over the place. So I feel like when all of this is going on in our world, there's a couple things that can happen. It can cause us to feel frivolous or silly about wanting what we want, about manifesting our dream lives. It can make us feel like, well, geez, I should just be grateful for what I have. And yes, we should. Yes, we should. I'm all for gratitude. Gratitude is fantastic. I'm insanely grateful for so much of everything that I have, because I am surrounded by love, and I am surrounded by wonderful people like you guys. And I do have the ability to get on here and do my life's work, right? And that's a pretty amazing thing, really. But it's also okay for us, not just okay, I do believe we were built to want to use our energy for more, to expand. And so when we feel frivolous for going after these things that, in the face of real difficulty in the world, in the face of overwhelming sadness in the world, when we look at the things we want and the ways we want to expand, remember that it's not just an expansion for yourself. Okay. So I've talked about it many, 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 many times. I'm going to talk about it again right now because it specifically goes to this. When we expand ourselves, when we align with our soul gifts, when we align with our purposes, and from that flows the additional things that we want to grow and create in our world, whether it's, you know, a new house, whether it's a new career, whether it's more money. When we align with those things and we allow those things to come in, we are up-leveling not just our energy, but we are causing a wave that helps to up-level the whole world. And even if we're not talking in the quantum for a second, at the end of the day, like right now, personally, one of the things that I've done to help myself not feel so overwhelmed is what are tangible things I can do to in some way help, not just with this whole horrible thing in Israel and Gaza, but also humanitarian things in the world, right? And I went and found relief places, whether it's Amnesty International, there's several relief funds out there that are doing incredible work. They're on the ground doing the work that I can't do, right? And at the end of the day, my worrying or my overwhelm about it isn't going to help, but me being able to increase my own sense of worth, my own manifestation of things, and bring in money means that I then can flow more money to these organizations that are doing amazing work all around the world, right? Because at the end of the day, time is a pretty finite resource, no matter how we look at it. Time is a finite resource. But what these organizations oftentimes need are donations. They need financial things, whether it's things like, one of the things that drives me crazy is that those kids in this country who go hungry at lunch because they can't have their lunch paid for. If you up level yourself and you bring in extra money, and that's something that is meaningful to you, then what can you do with that extra money? You can pay off a whole bunch of kids lunch debts, which is just an insane thing aside from that. But you can offer money to these relief organizations. Okay, so sometimes what happens, and I see it in myself, believe me, like this stuff energetically is like a gut punch right now. It is. And please, 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 for the love of God, stay off the news right now. I got pulled into it myself because I always try to seek a deeper understanding when massive things like this, conflicts arise. And I went to go try to understand exactly the underlying, there's so many there's like 150 years or something, probably longer, of issues in this region, well, longer certainly, and of issues in this region, but 150-ish years since a whole bunch of stuff happened. And I unfortunately got pulled into the news, which is horrendous. And all it does is ends up making you feel even more. It's not that you don't want to have knowledge about what's going on, but it will cause you. I mean, last night I literally collapsed because I was like, I should not have gone and looked into that deeply because emotionally it's too much. Okay. And I can't be who I'm supposed to be in this world. I can't help give you my best and others my best if I allow myself to keep tuning into that. So please, for the love of God, there are some good sites where if you want to understand the underpinnings of this, you can do that, but stay off the news sites right now. It's brutal. So we got to stay away from that in general, honestly, it's just not good for you. So that's one thing. We can end up feeling like it's almost frivolous for us to continue to move forward on our goals when all of this is happening. But I want to tell you that actually the best thing you could possibly do for this world is to continue to step forward and work on the things that matter to you so that you can be more aligned and you can offer more of your own good to the world. Okay. It serves no one in this world for wonderful, amazing people to play small. It has taken me a long time to inhabit that statement, but I promise you, I inhabit it now. I skip the whole struggle I went through to understand and inhabit that statement, and just believe me and take it into your hearts, because it's so important right now to be able to do that. Let me look at chat. I can feel the intensity, but I'm not hooking in. Yeah, that's good. This is a spiritual battle. Whew. It is a spiritual, it is a deep spiritual rift. It's rough. Yeah, I will not let fear be their power food. Yes. To stop what's happening, you must send love. I send so much love and it cripples evil. I'm 100% with you, Rachel. Yep, I did a bunch of that last night because emotionally. So for those of you that have been parents or are just love kids, this stuff hits. It always hit me hard, and it hits even deeper when you have a child, because you're like, I can't fathom my own child going through this nonsense that's being created by adults that are just off their flipping rockers and can't, like, okay, this is one of the points, right? If we have more of us that do this good in the world, we not only break generational curses that create emotionally crippled people that create this nonsense that's happening in the world, but we have more leaders with emotional intelligence. That's how we end up changing the world, guys. Seriously, we cannot have toddlers, with guns running things. Like, it isn't ever going to work out. So I'm saying all of this to help you, because I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in many people. When this happens, when these kinds of things happen in the world, it's so disorienting. And for those of us that are highly sensitive people, and all of you that are here we take it in on an energetic level. I talk about, Rachel, what you're talking about, sending love out literally does uplift that collective frequency. We had waves of things that hit, I don't know about anybody else, but like I literally could feel something shifting before this went down. And I never know exactly where it's going to be happening from, but I can feel my own sense of self actually starting to shift, like something's off inside myself. And then I'll wake up and suddenly realize like some massive thing has happened. It happened actually before 9/11, way back in the United States. What was it, 20 some years ago now? God. Okay, so that is some of my statements to you guys. And yeah, it is sad we can't. I know it. It's such a, in whatever situation we have, there's always a perspective that's being presented and in many ways pushed. And I suppose in some ways, I don't mean to push my perspective on you guys at all, but I'm trying, in my perspective, I'm trying to say, hey, these are the things we can do to be able to deal with things, right? But again, that's my particle detector. That's my set of beliefs and expectations. And I want you to have your own. Unfortunately, oftentimes there's just like, whether it's, money, whether it's power, whether it's greed, whether it's all those things that can be happening in combination, everybody in a situation like this, whether it's the news or different players within this, have their own perspectives and they are going to push them. And it's our job to try to find the things that we can do, that we can believe in, that can help. Okay. So now, saying all of that, I don't know if everybody else feels like this would be helpful. Yeah, you felt the shift in the air since the end of August. Agreed, Rachel. It was like, whoo, like you could just feel something coming, and it what is that? That something. God, I tell you guys, I'm bad at these things. I am bad at coming up with these idioms and statements, but it's like I feel the something wind blowing. Anyways, that's how it felt. It was whatever that saying is. It felt like the wind was blowing from I guess it would be the east from me. Okay, so I don't know if this would be helpful for everybody today or not. I thought about doing a quick, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh my God, Phil Collins. Don't even get me started about how much I love Phil Collins, but I love Phil Collins. I have loved Phil Collins for as long as I can remember. I had every single one of his tapes in my car, all the Genesis. Anyways, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And if you guys want to, of course, Rachel, of course you did. If you guys want to hear a funny little quick factoid about me, so I was a drummer, among other things, in high school. I played drums, and I was obsessed with In the Air Tonight. And I learned the entire drum part of In the Air Tonight. Like that was one of my goals, was learning how to, and that's part of why I was obsessed with him, because he was a singer and also a drummer, and usually the drummers are stuck in the back somewhere. And so anyways, that's my little random factoid for you guys today. And now I want to go get a drum set and replay it. Yep, I was a drummer. I was definitely, it was, that's a whole funny story, which I will just shorten to. So I played other quads in the marching band, and then I was a cheerleader for basketball season, and I did competition cheerleading. So I was a little weird amalgam of a variety of little things. Probably describes me in general. But anyways, so yeah, I definitely, the funny thing was we would go out for band competitions. Sorry, this is super random, you guys, but we would go out for band competitions, and it was myself and my friend Julie were the quad players. And at that time, female drummers were like unheard of. Like I think there was Sheena E maybe, but as far as in band, the whole drum line was guys. They were all guys. And I wasn't having that. Neither was my friend Julie. So they actually called us the quad goddesses, which was super cute. And every single marching band competition we did, so the percussion judge will literally walk, and he will be in your face. Like he'll walk along and he's like checking your drum strokes and all that stuff. Okay. And your stick height and whatever, all the blah stuff. So every single competition, like our drum line would laugh so hard, because every single competition, the percussion judge would come up in Julie and my face, like get in our face. And of course you don't particularly look like a girl in these really, really attractive band uniforms. And so he would get in our face and be like, is that a girl? Is that a girl on the quads? Is that another girl? Another girl on the quads? It's like, yeah, dude. And we would listen to our judge stuff and laugh. Like the whole drum line would sit there cracking up, because it was every single competition somebody would comment on it. Anyways, long story short, That is my funny drumming story in the world. So here's what I thought might be helpful for you guys today. And thank you for entertaining my little walk down drummer lane. I don't know how everybody would feel about this, but I thought about doing just a 5-minute quick practice to be able to recenter and pull your energy back and kind of clean the energy a little bit and keep you centered, so that as you're taking these steps forward to manifest your dream life, you aren't carrying necessarily all of this stuff. Would that be, you guys can let me know. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I have other things we can do today, but how's everybody feel? Is that something that would be helpful to like have a practice of just recentering, repurposing? Okay, Donna, okay. And I, kind of aligning. What I'd like to do is like pull back, center, and realign so that, and it's a practice, you guys, that you can do every single day that can help you. Like I did it this morning. I got up this morning. That was part of my practice this morning because I was like, oh, I overdid it yesterday trying to understand the nuances of certain things. And I kind of blew myself out. So, okay, everybody, what we're going to do is like 5 minutes. Of course, I don't have my phone to time it, but I will do my best to pay attention to that. Let's get ourselves, I'm in my nice cozy sweater this morning because it's chilly here in Denver. Okay, let's just get ourselves in a nice centered place. Take a nice deep inhale in. Just bring yourself into the present moment. Bring yourself into your moment in time and space. I want you for one moment to just become very, very aware of everything that is around you right in this moment, in your present space. So think about things you can hear. Think about how the seat or the floor or the couch feels under you, or the floor feels under your feet. Noticing how your hands feel, if there's any air moving that's on your face or cheeks, really bringing yourself into your own present experience of this moment. If you have any candles going or incense and you can smell that, bringing yourself very solidly into your own body, your own experience in the present. And now I'd like you to imagine that there is a bright ball of light just above your head, and it's swirling and it's powerful, and it is whatever color you would associate with peace. And this will be for inner peace and outer peace, peace in the self and peace in the outer world. And so see that color of light swirling above your head. And on your next inhale, I'd like you to inhale and bring that light now down into your brain, seeing it touch every nerve, every neural pathway, settling all your thoughts with a sense of peace and love, bringing calm and centeredness to your mind. And we inhale again, and we bring that light now down to your throat. And in your throat, feel your own voice settle, feel your own expression be that of peace, not only to others, but to yourself. Bring a sense of gentleness and flexibility into your vocal cords, and feel that light go up the vertebrae of your neck, creating a sense of dynamic support and strength that connects your mind and your sense of expression. And then as you're ready, on your next inhale, inhale and bring that light now down into your heart. Feel your heart center. Release any feelings of worry, any feelings of anger, sadness, any difficult emotions that you do not want to be there, that are not aligned with allowing you to be able to manifest your best life in this very moment, not only for yourself, but for the world. And now inhale and imagine that light, that beautiful light of peace and unconditional love now fills up your heart center. Taking a breath in and imagining that you are breathing peace into the very bottom of your lungs. As you exhale it out, you exhale out any fear, any stress, any anger, any discontent. And we breathe in again, and we breathe in peace and love, filling up our lungs to the very bottom, creating a sense of light. And as you breathe out fear, anger, stress, worry, jealousy, negativity of any kind. We're breathing it out and releasing it now, and seeing that light of peace in your heart center, filling up your lungs, going around your rib cage now, creating a sense of safety and protection in your ribs. And now see it going up the spine behind your rib cage and connecting to your vocal cords and connecting up into your mind, now creating this network of peace, this network of love, going from your thoughts to your expression to your feelings. And now on your next inhale, bring that light now down into your solar plexus, into your stomach. As you get it down there, imagine now that you look around with that light, and if there's any feelings of low self-worth, of self-hatred, of any brutality against yourself, imagine that that light moves into those spaces, gently melting it away, releasing that out away from you. You do not need to carry this. You do not need that energy. You do not deserve that energy. We're now bringing peace into the core of yourself, into your identity, feeling that beautiful light of peace fill up your core, feeling it align with the authentic truth of who you are, of the beautiful expression of you, releasing any and all things that might hold you back from being your true self right now, feeling a sense of calm and peace come into your core. And now seeing that beautiful, peaceful, unconditional love, light go into the vertebrae behind your stomach, going up into your heart, connecting your emotional self, up into your vocal cords, connecting your expression, and up into your mind, connecting your thoughts and intuition. And now bringing that beautiful light on your next inhale down into the space between your hips, into your womb space for women, bringing it down in there, having that beautiful light of peace and love swirling around. If there are any areas where you have conflict with other individuals in your life, see that sense of peace and love fill up that conflict, melting it away, releasing that person if need be, and releasing any sense of anger within you towards that individual. Seeing this beautiful light now, looking around in this space and seeing if there are any areas where you have blocked creativity, where an act of creation would be a unique expression of who you are and what you deserve in this world. And the world needs that authentic act of creation from you, whether it's creating your dream life or creating something else that you're birthing, whether it's your purpose in this world, whether it's a book that you're writing, whether it's any of those things. If there is anywhere that it feels like it is still stuck or holding you back, imagine that beautiful light of peace and unconditional love now moving into those areas and just simply burning them away, melting them away, releasing anything that is holding you back from being your most creative self in every sense of that word. And when you're ready, imagine that you now see that beautiful light of creation now carrying up into your solar plexus and connecting to your sense of personal expression, your identity, moving now up into your heart and connecting with your sense of emotional self, moving up into your vocal cords and your sense of expression, and now moving up into your mind and connecting to that area of thinking in peace, thinking in love, and having the intuitive hits, the space for those intuitive hits that align with peace and love and manifestation. On your next inhale, please imagine now that you are bringing that beautiful light just under your tailbone, and now imagining if there are any areas in your life where groups or family things are causing you stress, are causing you to feel unsupported. Perhaps you've had your childhood family was very difficult or dysfunctional and does not offer you support. I want you to imagine that you're moving that light of peace and love into that situation, healing that memory, healing those things for yourself. And now imagine that you see all love in all the groups that are around you. This may mean that some groups in your life you may need to walk away from, and that's okay. We can do so with peace and love, both for them and for ourselves and for our own well-being. And we're allowed to do that. And I want you to imagine now that you just see that peace and love going out, not only to all the groups in your own life, but to the groups in every person's life in the world. We now heal that foundation of group experience, healing it for ourselves and healing it for others. And now I want you to imagine that beautiful light splits into two, going down your legs, going down into your feet, and going out the bottom of your feet, creating roots of light like a tree all the way out, as far as you want them or need them today. You are stable and supported in peace and love now. See yourself drawing more peace and love from the earth, seeing the roots that you have created, pulling that up into you, and now drawing that light of peace and love up into your tailbone, offering love and peace to all the groups in your life and all the groups in others' lives, and bringing that up now into your creative center and offering creative peace and an expression of your own personal creation in peace and love, and bringing it now up into your core and bringing that sense of your own identity, your authenticity and self-love, peace to yourself within you, and bringing that light now up into your heart and feeling love for yourself and peace within yourself and peace outside yourself, and bringing it now up into your own expression, thinking, acting, and speaking in ways that are peace and love to yourself and to others, and bringing that light now up to the top of your head, to your brain, and bringing that sense of thinking of peace, that thoughts that you have towards yourself and others are filled with peace and love at all times. And now see that light shooting out of the top of your head, connecting way up into the universe and pulling down a sense of universal energy that you are always connected to the source, to the acts of creation, to the ultimate act of creation that is the source, that is quantum potential. And as you pull that sense of love and peace, universal love, universal peace down, now imagine that it is raining down all the way around you, creating a sense of peace, sort of an egg or circle of energy all the way around your body, illuminating and lighting you up with peace and love, keeping you within your own sense of peace and love, no matter what happens today, no matter what happens at any moment today or tomorrow, that you can be peace and love incarnate within these moments, trusting yourself to be exactly who you are intended to be in this world, shining your light as bright as you can shine it because the world needs it. Now, I want you to imagine that you look all the way around yourself, around this aura of peace and love that is now around you, and see, do you still feel you have any cords or connections outside of yourself? So just look around, feel within your body. Is there anything still connecting you outside yourself that is causing you to be drained, causing you to feel off, causing you to have your emotions and your sense of self pulled in other directions? And if there is, I just want you to see yourself reaching down and actually pulling those cords back into yourself, like you're pulling a plug out of a wall, feeling that energy come back to you, come back into your center, come back and be safe within the shield that is now completely around you. And now for one moment, we connect into our hearts with gratitude for this moment in time, gratitude for the sense of peace and love that we are able to create within ourselves and our lives, and then extending that outward, gratitude for each other in this moment in time, all collectively creating something better for the world and ourselves. And when you're ready, you can start to bring yourself back into your space, leaving this energetic, emotional, and beautiful sense of peace and love and protection all the way around you, resensing your sense of peace and love in this moment, bringing yourself into your own space, feeling your fingers and toes, slowly coming back into your sense of self. And when you're ready, you can just open your eyes and bring yourself back. And as usual, I lost track of time. So we went a little longer than normal, than I meant to, but hopefully that was something. And I'd love to hear how that meditation or experience was for you. Oh, good, Livia. This was wonderful. Good. So hopefully this will create a sense of safety and protection for yourself and a sense of peace and love within yourself going forward. Just what you needed today. Yay. Good. Good, Donna. Thank you for letting me know. Good. So this is a meditation that I would highly recommend that you guys come back to, even on a daily basis. I kind of created this a little bit intuitively in the moment as well. It was a little different than a lot of the ones that I do. So this is a good one to come back to because I think it was kind of created just for this group and for the people that are here right now today. So I want to talk to you guys also quickly and we'll finish up. So again, going forward within this group, I will be supporting you within the group. So please post in the group. Please let me know if there's things that you need, if there are things that you have questions about, post those in the group. This will continue to be a group going forward, and we will be adding new trainings, as I say, a live training every Friday at 9 a.m. Now, for those of you who want to go deeper with me, who really want to kind of up level and take it to the next step, that's where I talked about yesterday. I am opening a little bit of space within my practitioner certification, which is also an unbelievable weekly mastermind and this incredible training. Like, honestly, you guys, it takes a lot for me to say that I'm super proud of something. Probably my own issue there, but I am so proud of the training in there because everyone who has gone through it and who is going through it now talks about how incredibly life-changing it is. And there are people who've had lots of trainings, lots of certifications in many cases, and they are now feeling more supported, more loved than they ever have, and also changing things at a faster pace and a quicker level. I just had one of my practitioner trainings yesterday, and the one woman in there was like, I had been struggling with something for 20 years. And in one session with Tara, it was gone. Like I was able to like basically look at it and release it. So it is an incredible training where you are going to get a very small group mastermind every week. So that's personal group coaching with me every single week. You have an incredible start where you're literally learning everything that I can possibly teach you about clearing out, aligning with your energy, understanding your empath nature, understanding how to create things in your world. And then we move into a really deep understanding. Well, I also, if you decide to go for the practitioner part of it, I also do a ton of understanding your soul gifts. Well, I do that in general. Doesn't matter whether you do practitioner. Understanding your soul gifts and creating, are they on the site? The last 2 sessions, are they on? Yeah, they are. They should be. No, they should be in the Facebook group. I'll take a look, Rachel. Yeah, so that is the training. So that is going to be, so there's the flow methods. We go really deep in the flow method. And then the second part of it is I teach you how to translate for yourself. And then for others, if you choose to do this as healing work, how to translate the message behind any pain and disease for anyone within 1 to 3 minutes. Honestly, you guys, like I was going to create a next level mastermind just for this group. And I was like, honestly, I can't create it better than I've created this. This is going to give you more, like so much support. You won't even believe the changes in people that have come through this so far. I'm so proud of them. And very selfishly, I just want to help as many good-hearted people as possible understand and connect with their soul gifts, use them in the ways that they need to heal both themselves and the world, and make this world a freaking better place. And that's the way that I can do it, you guys. So right now I'm offering you guys, because you have been here in the Manifest Your Dream Life Academy with me, I'm offering you like literally a price, an investment that I have not offered anybody else ever, because it's so much training. Like I can't even tell you. And you get a private session, a personal session with me, and I do your well, basically everything you need in that moment. So I'm offering it only for people in this group it's going to be basically $2,000 off my normal price for 10 months. So instead of it being $555 investment a month for this mastermind and all the training, it's $333 a month. And it is really, you guys, it is the best investment you could possibly make in yourself. Like, I don't think when I started it, I truly understood how much I was going to be able to offer to people within that container at a price that is very, very, very low compared to the amount of support and training and other things that I'm able to give them. So I love it because I can do this group coaching once a week with people. You get private coaching with me. You get everything you could possibly need to be able to actualize everything you're doing. I would love it if you guys want to step into that group. I normally do these like interviews with everyone, but I've gotten to know everybody in here and their energy as in a great way. So I'm comfortable with you guys coming in. Again, it's a small group. I take 4 to 6 people a month. That's it. And I don't overload it because I want to give that personal support to everybody in there. If you're interested in doing that, there is the link. I've just put it up in the chat. I'll put some more in the group. Thanks, Donna. That's so sweet. And Rachel, thank you. And Livia, thank you. So yeah, no, it's of course. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you guys, here's where it's at. For me, literally, I've thought about it. I want people to be able to get in and get this level of support and be able to change the world. Like, that's it. That's what I care about. So please, seriously, and there's 100% financing available as well. You can let me know if that's something you'd like to do or you're interested in. If you do that, like if you decide to do that and pay the whole thing up front, then I'm offering a really special bonus, which is a VIP package with me. It's basically a VIP retreat weekend that you get as a bonus. And so I can tell you more about that. If that's something you want to do, that's great. However, you guys, please, this is the time to jump into this. I just feel so passionately about it, obviously. And I would love to have you as part of this. If you decide not to do that, that's completely okay too. This group will continue to be a support mechanism for you. We will have trainings every Friday at 9 a.m. and we will be able to do this. We will be able to, you'll be able to continue to get support. I will be adding new training. I will be adding other things as they come to me. We will be doing meditations along the way. So this is not the end of this journey of training or this academy at all. You are still in, there will still be support. If you want to go to the next level, if you want me to be able to help you, whether you want to become an actual practitioner or not, this is the thing to step into. Seriously, it is that good. I kind of forget, and then I have like one of my sessions with my practitioner students, and they're telling me these things that they've massively changed, or how they've had radical healing, or how they're finally having success in their business, or how they're finally using their soul gifts in incredible ways. And I'm like, you know what? This really works. It's really powerful, and I would love to have you with me. So that's my passionate plea to you on that one. Either way, I will put up the schedule going forward in the group as well. Would love to have you guys. I'll see you going forward. Please, please take extra care of yourself. Oh, and I'm doing a free training tomorrow at 1. I'll post it in the group as well. It's not really for the Manifest Your Dream Life. It's just because I felt called to do it. And it is on overcoming empath overwhelm. So if you are feeling like that empathic overwhelm right now, I feel like hopefully we did some good things today to help. But that will be something additional tomorrow you're welcome to engage in or jump into. As I said, I'll put the link up in the group after this, and you can jump into that as well. If that's something that, you know, if you just want that extra thing, I'll be taking you through a bunch of practices, and then we'll be actually practicing the practices so that you can implement them really quickly. So I love you guys. Just know that so much. My heart is with you, and just know how much I care. I want each and every one of you to shine. I'm gonna get all teary. I want each and every one of you to shine your light as bright as possible. So if it is stepping into the practitioner training, great. If it's staying here in the group, great. If there's some other way I can support you, let me know, right? I believe in you guys so much. And you guys that are here that have been doing this, just know you're making a difference in this world. You're gonna make a difference in your own life, and you're gonna make a difference in this world by doing so. So love you too, Livia. Sending you guys so much love and light today and always, and look forward to continuing the journey forward with all of you. I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.